Hello everyone, I'm Kyle Jonas. Welcome to Tommy Media's The Locker Room. The 6th-ranked St. Thomas football team hopes to keep its momentum going against Gustavus Adolphus Saturday after crushing Carleton 65-6. Gustavus comes in with a 3-1 overall record and a 2-1 conference mark after beating Hamlin. Last year, the Tommies defeated the Gusties 28-14. I'm joined today by Coach Glenn Caruso, cornerback Mozus Ikuenobe, and defensive back Sean Hamlin. Thank you for joining us.
No problem. Good to be here.
Coach, so your offense had 697 yards against Carleton. What changed from the previous performances?
Well, a lot of things. I think we were much more balanced. Most importantly, we weren't getting into unmanageable third down situations, and we were able to have a bit of a rhythm to our run game. We hit on some deep passes, and I think a lot of people want to look at that and say, well, that must be the reason, but really it wasn't. It was an effective ground game that allowed us to be a little bit two-handed instead of just being pigeonholed into doing one or two things.
And Mozus, in 3 of the first 4 games so far this season, your defense has allowed 7 points or fewer. How have you guys been able to shut down teams so well?
I feel like it's just the overall collective defensive effort. The pressure that the defensive front is really getting has been impressive. And then, the back end, the safeties are really doing their job. So it's just been a great overall team effort, honestly.
And Sean, you had an interception Saturday and nearly another one. What do you do before and during a play to get a better read on the quarterback and then a jump on the ball?
Well, I think the biggest thing starts throughout the week, practice, the continuous repetition in practice, seeing routes and going against guys. And also getting film study and working out with the other defensive backs, looking at film and seeing what their tendencies are in certain formations, Tom, Hog, Trace, and what routes we get. So it just goes through my head and does my checklist and go down it and see what they go.
And Coach, Carleton averages 406 yards offensively. What will be your focus to shut them down?
Gustavus actually averages 406
Gustavus.
yards, the upcoming opponent. But they have a nice balance. Last year they went with a different style of quarterback who was a senior, and it was very quarterback-centric with the run game, and we were able to get pressure on them. With the quarterback that they have coming in who transferred in this year, much more balanced than they have been. And they have some key players, really nice tailback, really nice wide receiver, an offensive line that we think is much improved. So they're a lot more ambidextrous as well. And for us, it keeps you on your toes when you're in that scenario.
Perfect. And now it's time for this week's fan question. Coach, junior Josh Stephen wants to know, does your offensive strategy and play calling change with a different quarterback in the game?
It does to a point. I mean, there are still some commonalities of doing what we do. You can't throw everything out when you have another guy in. So if you wanted me to put a percentage on it, I would say probably 2/3 of the offense is usually run through whomever that quarterback is, and we're fortunate enough to be able to recruit our own guy. It's not like they just blindly come here, so we know what we're looking at. But yeah, probably about another 1/3 of it is tweaked based on what they do and what they do well. And that's the way we've always been able to operate. Case in point, last week, both Alex Fensky and Johnny Gould went in. They ran, like I said, 2/3 of the offense was run the way it traditionally is, but we were able to mold a little bit of it to what they do really well.
Right. If you have a question, tweet it to @TommyMedia. Be sure to check TommyMedia.com for the latest campus news. Thanks for tuning in. With Coach Glenn Caruso, Mozus Ikuenobe, and Sean Hamlin, I'm Kyle Jonas. We'll see you next time in The Locker.